Hey guys, so this video was definitely not planned. I was considering whether to do it or not, but I felt like I had to say something because this is about education. If you're not aware of what's happening around the university tertiary education in Australia, government's basically said today that they're going to cut the fees, so reduce the fees for relevant jobs or relevant courses that will lead to jobs in the future. So basically, agriculture, maths will decrease, teaching, nursing, clinical psych, English and languages will decrease, science, etc. will decrease, and the big reveal, humanities will increase by 113%, meaning that it will cost $14,500 per year. There is a quote from the education minister, and he says, "Students will have a choice. Their degree will be cheaper if they choose to study in areas where there is expected growth in job opportunities." Okay, let's begin. Just a disclaimer before I begin, I have a science background. So technically, I should be happy about this change for future science students, etc. But there is just so much inequality here, so much of just a slap in the face for humanities students, because what this what this increase implies to them is that what they study is not relevant for the future. Basically, who are we to say what will be relevant in the future and what won't? So there's basically a Twitter comment that says, "Did a part-time arts degree at ANU after starting work in Commonwealth Public Service. Did the arts degree purely out of interest. Constantly drew on what I learnt throughout my career and to this day. You can never tell what's relevant." And I swear, if Sir Ken Robinson hears about this, he is going to cry, because he is a pioneer in creativity in education. He's saying that creativity is a pivotal part of us as human beings. That's, how we learn, how we grow, and his life's mission, basically. And I'm just going to read off a bit of the passage that someone wrote about their arts degree. They studied it for 3.5 years, and they said, "Perhaps the most important thing my degree taught me is empathy. An arts degree teaches many things, but most of all it teaches you to consider other perspectives, to think about how a policy or philosophy might impact others, to inhabit the worlds of those around you and consider their situation deeply and thoughtfully. It is a discipline, I would argue the only discipline, that takes humanity and the innate value, dignity, and diversity of human beings as its starting point and main object of study." I guess I should just end the video there. Nah, I joke. So arts is all about human connection, about our relationship to others. And I cannot say, again, as a science student, I cannot say that what they are learning about is irrelevant to the future economy. And I cannot begin to empathize with how furious, I bet they are furious because I am furious, about how their sector is being treated. And just to give like a 101, so the government is saying it's like doing it for the sake of the people. And don't get me wrong, of course it's important to have more jobs out there for people who need that financial safety net. Like all of this, of course it's important. But what I don't like is how the government is making it seem like they're really trying to help the people. This is just my theory. Don't hate me if it's wrong, but the government wants more workers. More workers equals more taxpayers. More taxpayers equals more tax, more money back into the economy. That's essentially what they want. But again, to deny people in the arts sector, in the humanities sector, to say, nope, you are going to pay so much more money, is exactly what this person is saying, what the person commented. It's that they are lacking empathy. They are lacking empathy for people who deserve just as much of a right to be in university as any other sector. And what I'm worried about is that you can still put this, extraordinarily large fee onto your HECS debt. So basically you don't have to pay it until you make a full-time income or whatever it is. Which means a lot of students who aren't taught about financial literacy, which is everyone, will not see this money as money, and they will just do an arts degree and not realize that this debt is enormous. Enormous. So really, there is like so much stuff that I could talk about, but I just want to end this by talking about the future. So the government is pretty stubborn. I doubt they are going to change anything in their policy. I mean, we can try to petition and we can try to say no, but I am not sure how that will go. What I'm going to suggest, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion, and I totally understand if you are not happy when I say this, but in the most respectful way possible, I just question whether uni is that important. And hold up. What I mean is, I've recently talked to a lot of people about how important are uni degrees? Are they that important to ensure that you will have a well-paying job in the future? And now that we're advancing so far ahead, in the future we're not sure. Now degrees technically are meaning less and less, and the work that you produce is meaning more and more. So might it be, and this is just a suggestion, might this be a better option to, if you have the opportunity to, start producing work instead of considering uni, if that is relevant to your situation? Could it be that this is sort of like a blessing in disguise for you to go straight in and start producing work instead of learning about it in a very theoretical setting like uni? Again, this is just a suggestion. I am sorry if I've offended you, but what can we do? So thank you for staying until the end of my rant. I really feel for all the humanities and arts students out there, or soon to be, because we need more people like you. We need more human connection. We need more empathy. And I am sorry to hear that the government gives shit all about your well-being and about your sector. And I'm really interested, what can we do to combat what's happening right now? What alternatives do we have? As always, thank you for sticking around. I will see you next time. Bye!